This is the pre-show. That's Evan. Wave Evan. There you go. That's Evan. That's Dr. Vance, right? Dr. Vance.
Correct.
You can't see him in the background because he's sitting by the microphones, but he's got the best information. All right, we're getting set up here. I'm going to try to do the rest of the setup, so bear with me. Let's see.
Yeah, we haven't done much of that.
We're going to do a great end for you.
I think we can do it.
Because you provide an enormous service to our community. Look at you with the thing there.
Do you like that?
I do like that. I want you to teach
Technology, man, millennials.
I want you to, well, no, I don't say that. I call them people under 40.
People under 40.
I call them people under 40. I find that to be much more acceptable to the majority of them.
People under 40,
Mm-hmm. They don't like to be categorized.
kids,
What generation am I? Generation
kids.
Z, X.
I call them Generation F, but they wouldn't like that.
Don't grade us.
Hey now, who's grading you? I'm giving it an
So
initial.
why'd you switch to FIU?
We're on
so-
Facebook Live, Evan, be careful.
Yeah.
Well, we can talk about that
The
later.
the program was just better suited for what I wanted to do. It was a little more specialized in real estate. UM's program is good, but if I'm gonna do my master's, I wanna really just do my master's and get started, and FIU kind of gave me that luxury.
They took your credits from Alabama. Do you have any credits from Alabama?
I studied finance and real estate in Alabama.
No, but I mean,
Does that
master's stuff.
Does
right?
that take credits from Alabama transfer over state?
That's what I just asked.
No, they didn't. No.
It's nice that I'm on the same page as a brilliant genius like you, Doctor.
Hey, Duke basketball.
Yay now.
They didn't transfer.
Gators won a
but
couple of
some
those
classes-
national championships.
Let's see. Well, they should have won.
Some of them are pretty similar. Like one of my books is.
Okay, so this is the way I'm going to do it when I'm doing the Facebook Live. So it'll look like this. You two gentlemen will move your mics,
So
whatever.
You're using the camera just from your phone?
Yeah, and that one I'm using for my laptop.
Oh, awesome.
Oh no, it's really cool. I'm learning all this communication stuff.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I need to come by sometime.
You could come by anytime you want, and I'll even come to the Hussman Center and do one of these with you and all your doctors once. Well, not your doctors, but the people that are interesting that you
Oh
want
my
to
God.
PR with.
Just the bureaucracy to get that officially approved could be, well, good.
I do that. I know how to do that. All you gotta do is send me an email that says, great to see you at your show, really enjoyed it. Can you help me do this with some of my other peers? I didn't craft it, I'm giving you an idea,
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
and I know who to flip that to.
Okay.
And I'll work it out, and I'll send them the clip. And the reason that they don't like doing it's a pain in the butt to rattle up all the doctors. Every day we could have to call Kai, Kai would have to go call the 62 doctors and one would say yes. I've had them all on. I've had Nemiroff on a couple times, always before Christmas to talk about depression. Mostly I know who they are.
He's gone.
I've had Komatar on, the guy that does the brain stuff where you're awake and he does the brain surgery.
Oh, sure.
I've had the guys from physical therapy and rehab on. I love them. Andy Sherman talking about the building. Just a lot of people. I had the
That's interesting.
I had the lady that studied marijuana. They studied marijuana. You know what they found? They found that people that smoke marijuana are actually thinner than people that don't, which is counterintuitive. I thought that was kind of interesting.
But people who smoke are usually thinner as well.
Okay, fair enough.
Because that's one of the, people always say, oh, if I stop smoking, I'll gain weight.
No. The other thing, I do a lot of medical marijuana because my niece is running for Florida Agriculture Commissioner, so I'm very up on that. I do a lot of work for them in the field, putting out.
I have a good friend who's part of a company that just got first approval for
So he's part of the drug that got approved. Part of that company?
George Washington. I think it's George Washington. George Washington.
But the real thing to remember is none of that matters. It's a radio show, not a Facebook Live broadcast. We always say that because what happens is sometimes we play really good music and Facebook kicks us off because we don't have the air. So what I do is I have this little thing, and this thing is what they listen to. Hey, Felice, how you doing? Hey, everybody, we're getting ready. We're getting warmed up. Please stick with us. We got awesome people on. Well, awesome and me too. Been a big week for me, Evan. You've been watching my deals all over the place.
Mhm.
Like that, huh?
I'm getting the emails.
Like that. Yeah, well, the hipsters hate me because I'm taking down Wynwood Yard as my next thing. They don't like me. So. That's because you study the human genome. You don't study the human party genome. That's this it's like a temporary use on the thing. Wanda, is that Cliff on the phone?
There's a ton of these. Rent a little space. Rent a desk.
Oh, those things?
She works.
Yeah.
She works with the world.
No, it's called
Co-working.
it's called co-working space. You gotta call it a co-working space.
Sorry.
That's okay, don't worry about
There's
it.
a ton of them appearing in Coconut Grove.
There's a really nice one in Brickell that one of my professor's offices in. It's unbelievable.
Really?
We work on Brickell is really nice, but what I found is that the ambiance is not appealing to me.
To be in a co-working space.
That one. I like it more polished steel and glass, kind of, and
Oh, that's right. That's
it's
very
really,
real estate of
that
you.
one's really dark. It's
Where
just
that-
dark and I find it ominous, and you work in like a cage, and suddenly you're expecting somebody to go, Soylent Green is people. You'll get that if you like that. JB, Soylent Green is people. You like that, didn't you? That's why I'm nuts. I'm nuts. Did you have any to say? Yeah. But I'll get your message out. And the people like it because I give them a spoonful of sugar. You have such a great time. We're gonna have so much fun.
It's always great with Uncle Jim.
Wanda, is that the guy
Jim, Jim's wife, Viv, is
I forgot
actively. She's been wanting to adopt me.
Hello.
We always do dinners together.
It's just a zoo now. It's just a zoo.
More dogs?
No, not more dogs. If there were more dogs, I'd make them come in here because I know you'd want to see.
Oh, of course I want to
I
see
know
that.
you want to
Come
see
over to
that.
our house. I have
And then tomorrow, next week, I'm
Yeah.
doing it live from
God.
UF. I'm doing it live from UF, which is why I'm jonesing you about the Alabama stuff.
Maybe we'll meet you guys this year again. Get your hopes up.
Oh, I don't want. Team's not going to be that great this year unless that guy really throws some magic fairy dust on it.
But who's in the East? Who?
That's us. It will be Georgia coming out of the East again. They say
Yeah.
Georgia,
Yeah,
South
yeah.
Carolina, who's got the coach we fired, of course.
Of course.
Can you see if you can hear me on Facebook?
You don't spend more money on fire
Por
coach.
favor.
Yeah. I really want.
Put your dog in here.
I really want UM to come back.
Well, put your dog in here.
I
We'll
really
keep
want-
him in
I
here.
really
We don't
want
care.
the
The dog barks. It's okay with us. She hates you, but we love you.
I have to say, I'm more of a basketball guy.
Well, that's because you're from Duke.
I still have Duke season tickets.
High five to you. Why would you give them up? If nothing else, you could sell them.
Now my daughter's coming back.
Okay, well, that's what you do with them. Otherwise, you would, they would be good for like StubHub and that kind of stuff. I'm not worried this is going to
Coming back
fall off.
to do sports medicine.
Well, that would be great. What, in another life or?
No, she's an orthopedic surgeon. Supposed to do sports medicine.
Everybody would do sports this and sports that, but we would think it rubs off on them, you know? Well, she's a big athlete. Oh, well, that's different. She wants to take care of her friends.
You know, the nice thing is, you have very motivated patients. For the most part, you can fix them and they get better.
Yeah, hold on. No, excuse me. It's plugged in.
There's a lot of positives.
It wasn't plugged in.
Do I need these?
No.
Oh, that would be good. That'd be cool.
Wanda and I use the headphones. If you use the headphones, then you can hear me and Wanda talking. You can hear some of the ads. So it's sort of fun to use the headphones, but it's not required. Okay, we on? Good. You hear my face? She was I just said she was all popular. That's what we
Smiling, yeah.
It's okay. You could laugh. It's okay.
Mental laugh.
Everything in here is all about having fun and laughing. Where it's all fake on the NFL today, here is we always have fun. And I promise you, you will.
Fluffy. Fluffy's the best part of this whole thing.
Okay, bye.
Fluffy.
And then next week I broadcast live from UF. So I'm happy. I'm not kidding. I'll come over to, well, like you have like a room where you have like a place where you have like the Husband Center with the logo in front when they walk in. And I can put up a little table, like a little table there, and we can invite interview them right in front of that if you want. You can do this, and we can put out the content, which would be nice. It'd be nice because people, people say, oh, that's there. And then what happened in the last 11 years or whatever it's been? Well, in the last 11 years, they've discovered the human genome. They have CRISPing, for crying out loud. I actually used CRISPing. CRISPR. I said, well, yeah. I said to somebody, I said, we should use CRISPR on that idea. I couldn't believe it. It was great. And the person who got it. Oh, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it's caught on. And
I like it. Yeah, it's when it made it and the guy got a joke, it was great. I love it. Yeah, no, I gotta believe it's not too easy, or they would have done it a lot sooner. There you go.
With the head scratches.
Oh, that's beautiful. So email that to Wanda. She'll love it. Wanda!
It's the TV.
Show Wanda. Just show Wanda. She'll love you for that.
You need to come over and dump some of my dogs. They could.
She loved that. She loved that. You're now her favorite guest of all time.
Who doesn't love dogs?
I gotta get water. Okay, 5 minutes. 4 minutes. Who doesn't love dogs?
We have 2
Cat
left.
people.
We have 2 left.
It's almost up.
Inherited Danica's cockapoo because she's in New York. Has no time to take care of the dog. And then inherited Richard's boxer. That's my son's boxer.
We have those are all good dogs though. They're all like really intelligent dogs. We have
Boxers are different though. They're definitely different than any other dog.
they're a little mischievous.
Very socially needy.
Yeah. Our we have a Dalmatian, and she's like.
And we're gonna do a lot of Burt Reynolds references.
Yeah, that's so sad.
I didn't even know. She walked in, she goes, "What about Burt Reynolds?" I go, "What?"
Yeah.
We're gonna use the best part of Burt Reynolds. Can you guess what the best part of Burt Reynolds is? We
went
went through, we searched, no, who's had shit here? We went and we searched everywhere.
Deliverance.
Mayor Seiler, thank you so much for watching, dude.
Do you have to accept everybody?
No, I'm saying hi to them. Once it starts, I'm not gonna do that. But we have great people watching. My friend Paul Jones, who I've only known for like 30 years, 40 probably. One of the smartest guys I know. But I wasn't kidding. Because I really do real stuff. This is really, look, I was walking through the shopping center convention in Orlando last week, and we were just talking, and I talked about how I work on these memory care things.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, "Can you tell me more?" I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I have to do something with my mother. My sister's out of town, out of state, and I want my mother near me. Do you have something in Orlando?" I go, "Yes." I gave him the card. I solved the guy's problem.
Yeah, I see they're building like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, more than that, 20. 20 are in the pipeline.
They're just in
20 in the
Florida.
pipeline. They're just in Florida. It's funded by a family office. The family office is the family office of a guy who was basically the director of special investments for the Kennedy. So it's got good backing. My friend that lives behind it is a genius. Real estate capital markets. You really want to look into this. It would be nice once
It gets up and rolling,
there's one that's up. She can go look at one. It would be intellectually stimulating for her, and they would probably want her input, especially given her background, that she's smarter than you.
That's good. Just put that in there. That'll give you points.
I already did. Wait till we introduce you.
She's so funny. She's the best. She really is really sweet.
Yeah, 41 years.
Well, what we're going to do is, when we're done, we're going to have a clip of this that I'm going to give you. You'll be able to put it up on your website, use it to promote the event.
Oh, that's great.
That's what this is all about.
He lives for this.
Really?
Oh, now it's
I
less
could never
movement.
tell.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, if you put on the headsets, you'll have a lot more fun.
he lives for this.
I do. This is how I self-actualize.
Oh,
I love this.
Static right now.
It shouldn't be. You should be able to hear. Just don't unplug that one. There's 2 down there you can use. One on the Dr. Vance, use the one on the left, use the one in the middle. You'll have fun. I know you're pushing back against using them because they'll mess up your hair, but put them on. You'll have
I
fun.
don't think that hair is messable.
That's even worse.
That's the best here in South Florida. Are you kidding me?
Who loves you, baby?
Fluffy's just waiting for more head scratches here.
Actually, it's a tummy rub that she's really in it for.
Really, she's
She's
waiting.
really in it for the tummy rub.
She's really waiting. She's giving me the guilt face here.
That's where I say in bullshit walks. Oh, see, you don't have the headsets on.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, you gotta put the headsets
That one
on.
won't
Now the
work.
headsets, you should wear them.
It's static.
It's static, then turn the volume till it's not.
Yeah, this one.
You're missing the best part.
Billions and billions.
Forget it.
The other
Forget
one's no, because this is plugged
Forget
in.
it. Don't use that.
I
Don't leave that
know.
alone.
I know. I gotta leave that one in.
I'll take care of it on the break.
The hair survives.
We're all good. We're gonna have a good time. Thank you so much, Wanda. Thank you so much, Wanda. I really appreciate that. We've got a great show today. We're going to talk about advances in Alzheimer's research. We've got my good friend Evan Butters. Evan's got a program he's running, Biking for Ben. We're going to talk about that. It's going to be up in Broward County. Is it going to be in Broward, Evan?
It is.
It is. It is. So we're going to talk about that. It'll be up in Broward County. He's doing it in conjunction with the South Broward Wheelers. We've got Dr. Jeffrey Vance here to talk about advances in the genetics and neurology part of all this. Then in our second half of the show, we're going to talk about the retail centers, whether they're evolving, why anybody's still buying them, since everybody's going to buy everything on Amazon. No one's ever going to walk into a store again. So we're going to talk about what's going on in the retail business. We're going to talk to a family office out in Colorado that buys grocery anchored retail, and what is in the world is prompting them to do that is what we're going to talk about. So Wanda, take it away. We'll be right back with my good buddy, Evan and Jeffrey Vance. We're going to talk about Alzheimer's and the bike for Ben. Biking for Ben. Sorry, I'll get it right eventually. I promise.
No, that was great.
All right.
I see. I've moved to Miami on there. That's my theme song.
Yeah, why Alabama?
I had a gut feeling, believe it or not.
That's right. Every day is a good day at Warren Henry. When you're looking to buy or lease a car, you want to get every advantage that you can. That's why you have to check out Warren Henry. Land Rover, Range Rover, Infiniti, and Jaguar. I'll be up at their Audi store in Gainesville next week, broadcasting live from the UF event. And they also have a great store down in Key West that has all kinds of great name brands. What do they have in common? Well, they're all exceptional cars, and they all come with the Warren Henry Advantage. That means complimentary dent repair, key replacement, first service, red cap service, and a personal assistant you can call for anything, anytime for 4 years. So join me as a member of the Warren Henry family. Always the best price, always the best service, always Warren Henry. That's right.
The radio voice is on par.
That's great. You see, you took the heads off when you did the funniest part. You took the headsets off. Oh. No. Do it now. Hey, all right, if you need real estate capital, give me a call at 305-773-6300. That's right. Why? Because if you call me, it's all about you is the tagline, but maybe you need something creative and maybe you need it quick. I recently closed the deal in just a couple of weeks for a bridge loan to get him from here to there on his transaction. That's right, just 2 weeks. You give us a call, one person answers the phone, that person can make a decision and give you a commitment the same day. We can close in a week. It happens all the time. We did over $100 million worth of this business last year. You need a construction loan on your gorgeous luxury townhome or condo? Give me a call at 305-773-6300. Looking for an in-town location for your business? I can help you with that too. 305-773-6300 gets you to me, Jim Freed. Why would you call me? Because when you call me, it's all about you. The train is coming. Get ready, Evan Butters, because you're next.
So Facebook Live fam, YouTube Live fam. You need Instagram Live is what you need.
Instagram.
Instagram.
I only have so many things. I'm going to do it on Instagram. But, you know, there's only so many things I can do.
That's what the millennials are using.
All right, everybody, we're back with Freed on Business. We're here with my good friend Evan Butters. He's got an event coming up called Biking for Ben. It's going to be November 17th at Markham Park. I'm sorry that I'm not broadcasting on Instagram. I do know that all the millennials listen to that, according to Evan, but I don't call them millennials. I refer to them as people under 40. Evan's cracking up. Hey, Evan, welcome to the show. Lean into the mic and laugh.
Ha 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 ha.
You're very
Courtesy
good.
laughs.
Very good. That was a very good laugh. Okay, very good laugh. And then we've also got, why don't you introduce who our guest is, Evan?
Yeah, so our guest is Dr. Jeffrey Vance from the John P. Husman Institute for Human Genomics. And him and his wife specialize in Alzheimer's research.
Yeah, I understand he's not really the boss of that either. Right? You just came along for the ride, didn't you, Dr. Vance?
Absolutely true. Thank you very much. Point for me and my wife.
No problem. We wanted to lay down that track just so you could walk in the house later today. Now, Evan, let's start off with why you're doing an event and why is it called Biking for Ben?
Yeah, so I approached the South Broward Wheelers.
Who are they?
They're a very large bicycle club in South Broward, as evident by the name. And I approached them about doing a charity cycling event, organizing it actually, in honor of my late grandfather, Ben Goldman, who passed away last summer from Alzheimer's. And I think it's a cause that a lot of us hold near and dear and that can relate to. And as my grandpa was an avid cyclist, I thought it would be great to have a memorial ride and raise some money along the way.
Well, that's a beautiful thought. Now, Dr. Vance, can somebody die from Alzheimer's?
You don't really die from Alzheimer's. You die from the conditions associated with it, not moving around. Eventually, most people get pneumonia, things like that. But the average lifespan is anywhere from 10 to 15 years after diagnosis.
Really? Because a lot of people think that it's like the kiss of death right away. I guess Ronald Reagan lived for a whole bunch of years, right?
Yeah,
That's my benchmark.
Yeah, that's part of the difficulty with Alzheimer's is that people require care and compassion and for a long period of time. It's a chronic disease.
Wow. Well, I know somebody who's working with, I've got a client, I finance memory centers, Certus Senior Living. We should talk to them about this. I'm going to get you and your wife together with my friend Troy Cox at Certus Senior Living. Now, back to the event. Evan, the event is on November 17th, so there's a good opportunity for you to come back and pitch this again.
Absolutely, and you're riding in it with me, Jim.
Well, we'll be on the sidelines giving people water. I don't ride a bike anymore. I'm not allowed to. I have a bad back, and I have to wear one of those funny hats. I can't ride a wave runner either. I got like a real boring life. Yeah, I'm one of them funny hats. You know, probably need a whole bodysuit, not a bodysuit. Well, no, that's the one I wear.
Like a
when
three-wheel.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do the aluminum foil hat so that I stop hearing the voices, but it just hasn't been working.
Jim, we'll
I'll be a
refrain
water
from-
station.
we'll
I'll be a
refrain-
water station. I can be a water station. I'll raise money. Can I raise money? Would that work?
Absolutely.
That I'll do. One of those I'll do that. And we're going to talk to my friends at Certus. I want you to learn about them. They're cutting edge. And I really would like you to meet Doogie Hauser, the head of research there. We actually call the guy Doogie. He's like 15 years old. So, Evan, the thing is on November 17th. What is going to happen on November 17th?
So riders can choose from a 30 or 60-mile ride starting in Markham Park and going through the cities of Sunrise and Weston. And we're going to have a great event. Jersey Mike's is coming out for those riding. So at minimum, you get a free sub.
And you'll definitely sounds like you'll be working that sub off.
Exactly. You'll have the opportunity to, absolutely. And it'll be just a great event, you know, it's the weekend before Thanksgiving.
So the weather should be nice.
Yeah, so it should be nice out. So, you know, at minimum, come out, support us, enter in some raffles. We should have some good items to raffle off by then. And it'll be a beautiful
I
event.
promise you, I'll help you get some good of it. You know, we'll start leading into this. You'll come and talk to me next
We're
week.
gonna raffle off dinner with you, Jim. Are you kidding me? That's the main.
I'm down for that.
I'm bidding on that one.
I'm down for that. It's actually be a lot of fun. Be a lot of fun. I eat like goofy stuff too. Okay, so Dr. Vance. So I remember you and your wife, I guess your wife and you, came down here, what was it, 11 years ago?
Yeah, 2007.
Dr. Goldschmidt brought you down. He started the human genomes thing over there. I got all excited. What the human genome? I don't even know. You have these guys on computers all over the world looking to solve what's the human genome. I guess you kindly figured it out. It's 11 years later. What has your research helped us learn?
Well, we've done a lot of stuff. First of all, we now know that most of the when we started, we thought most of the genome wasn't that important. It was only a small part that makes protein. Now we know that almost all the genome is important, and most of the genome is regulatory, and that's really the parts that seem to affect the common diseases like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, autism. And they're sort of like, in business sense, they're kind of like the middlemen. They don't make the product, but they move it around, sort of. And so that's one big thing. Also, it's been very useful in looking at and moving towards personalized medicine, and identifying specific changes that affect each individual, because we know now that many of the things we do and treat as physicians, we treat to a group, but a lot of people in that group may not benefit from it. So
Yeah, I know we've had the guys on that were trying to invent the magic bullet for cancer. And one of their challenges, it seemed to be, was that the cancer kept evolving, so they had to keep changing it. They couldn't use it for the same person. Now I have two different friends that have had lung cancer, non-smokers lung cancer. One, the immunotherapy worked on, one not so good.
yeah, that's a good, the immunotherapy is a big example of personalized medicine for sure. Yeah, and we've identified the causes of a lot of different disorders now, as well. That's the first start, to therapy, is you have to identify what's wrong first. So we've made that big step.
Now, I'm just going to go off the reservation. I've got you here. I'm just going to do it. Designer babies, give me a break. Is this really on the way, or is it already here? And are they allowing people to do that? You knew that was going to come up. We're here talking about Alzheimer's with Evan, but you knew I was going to ask you about that.
It's all related in some way or another, I guess, huh?
It's all related. You brought the human genome or genome?
Genome.
Genome. Okay, you brought the human genome guy on. You don't think I'm going to ask him all my good stuff?
I don't know of any designer babies at the moment. No. It is, you are made up of 3.2 billion base pairs.
Of DNA. Oh, cool. Yeah. So you can imagine
Making a designer baby for 3.2 billion base pairs would be a bit of a challenge. It's a very good science fiction.
they talk about it to scare everybody, but that's not really right around the corner, is it?
No.
Okay, thank God. Thank God.
Jim, if you had to design a baby, would it be Gucci or Louis Vuitton?
I don't know. I would have to ask Vivian. I think she's really more partial to Chopard. She likes that Chopard.
A lot of the shoes are red bottoms.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, boy, you are
Yeah.
married, aren't you? And she
Yes,
really
I am.
also another good thing for her is Chanel. She likes Chanel, and for me, she likes Cartier. She likes Cartier. Got that Cartier. Well, that's a different show also. So, Evan, let's get back to you now. Tell me a little bit more about what you're looking for. You need some sponsors. Tell me about the people that you're looking to step up to be sponsors.
Yes, so far we've had a pretty good response. All of our donors have donated a minimum of $1,000 directly to the John P. Hussman Institute.
But somebody can donate smaller amounts too. We're not limiting
Yes.
it to 1,000, right? This is sponsors.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
sponsors start at like 1,000 for a certain level, but if somebody wants to get involved, they can email you or call you and get involved at a level that helps them feel comfortable, right?
Yes, absolutely. And you can also check us out on bikingforben.com.
How did you get that? That's
How did
great.
I
It was available?
Shout out to Squarespace, my
There you
plug,
All
that's
right,
my
there you go.
Squarespace plug.
There you go. I high five to Squarespace.
Yeah, but check us out on Biking for Ben. We have a lot of information on there, how you can get involved, how you can donate. All donations are going directly to the John P. Hussman Institute. So all normal tax write-offs and such benefit. I know you have a business crowd.
Yeah, we were just had the
Questions?
the head of one of the big banks from overseas is watching. Usually he does it on an airplane, traveling back to South Florida. Maybe he's back already because I know he's always in town on Fridays. So that's a shout out. That's a shout out to my buddy Steve. So
Let Steve know I need 2,000 then.
there you go, Steve.
There you
Steve.
go.
And by the way, he's going to do it. You
Yeah.
write that down. You write down Jim's friend Steve from Brickell. You write that down on your list.
He's on his G4 now.
Yeah, well, you write that down. No, I'm serious. Write that down. We're going to call him. This is not a joke. Steve, that's right. He's
Steve.
writing it down. There he goes. Yeah. He's sending us greetings from a Samsung Apple. Come on, the guy's listening on a plane. He always listens on a plane. He has it. No, he has it. They have a thing where you pay extra money because he's a fat cat. He listens to. Yeah, he's a fat cat. He's a fat cat. Not
But-
physically, just positionally. There you go.
Yeah.
You know what? Probably good a time for a break. I've used up a lot of good straight lines, but I got more left. We have more left. Can you guys stay for one more segment?
Absolutely.
Awesome. I want to talk about how it looks like a helix and all this other stuff. I got all the terms. We'll be back. We got more stuff that you're going to be able to use to make your life better right after this. Wanda's going to make us laugh. Wanda, it's your turn. Oh, greetings from the baked apple. I couldn't read it. He had a salad for lunch.
There you go.
He's the head of Sabadell Bank. Iberia now. Oh yeah, I absolutely love that. That's just the best. You always have the best music, Wanda. I just love your music. It's just great. Okay, hey everybody, when you're looking to buy or lease a car, you want to get every advantage that you can. That's why you have to check out Warren Henry, Land Rover, Range Rover, Infiniti, and Jaguar. You already know by now. I'll be in Gainesville next week at their Audi store live from the University of Florida. They got an Audi store up in Gainesville and down in Key West. They got a store that sells everything. That's right. They're all got. They are. Oh my gosh, I got ahead of myself. I'm going to take a breath, Larry. If you're listening. What do they have in common? They're all great cars. They all come with the Warren Henry advantage. That means complimentary dent repair, key replacement, first service, red cap service, and a personal assistant. You can call for any time for 4 years. Make sure to join me out at Supercar Saturday. I'm going to eat you and your dad out there. Out on Griffin and I-75. They're going to have a great event this Saturday. I'll be there. Join me, my mom, and my beautiful wife, Vivian. We're all members of the Warren Henry family. You should be too. Always the best price, always the best service, always Warren Henry. You're not listening to the best part.
Oh, geez.
I can hear it through the,
You're hearing it?
oh yeah.
We just made fun of the president. Did you hear
Jim,
us?
Jim, I'm an under 40. I have like, you know.
Superman. You're the best. Where do you get that shit? That's... You watch too much TV. Glad you're eating healthy, Steve. You look great. You're not a fat cat. You're a slimming down cat.
I can't wait to have your show.
All right, everybody. My name is Jim Freed, and I founded Sandstone Real Estate Advisors. And what's Sandstone Real Estate Advisors? We're in the top 25 real estate companies by volume of sales and leasing here in South Florida. So high five to me. That's right, we made it. That's right. That was Evan giving me a high five. So if you need real estate capital, give me a call at 305-773-6300. Maybe we're working on a big project. You need a little outside help. Give me a call at 305-773-6300. Mixed use, that's okay. I can handle that too. Read about what's going on at Wynwood Yard. That's my latest deal, selling Wynwood Yard to Lennar Corporation. I do that stuff all the time. Give me a call at 305-773-6300 if you think I can help you out with your real estate deal. I know I work with people like the Butters family all the time. Give me a call at 305-773-6300. Why? As the Butters will tell you, when you call me, it's all about you. The truth.
It's the truth.
It's the truth. It's because I love the people I work with, and it's always about their family, not about me, protecting them and their family. That's why I just got recognized in Family Office Guide, the International Family Office Guide. Move closer.
That's why I'm hired.
Oh yeah, there it was. There was your high five. That was it. That was your tip of the hat to who was that? Did you? Can I hear that again? Best part of Burt Reynolds. Best part certainly wasn't the hair.
No, not the hair.
Not the hair, wasn't the hair. No, that's true. It's probably usually off of what we want to do. No shaggy dog.
Stories on this show. Hey, we're here with Evan Butters. Evan is my good friend. He is a student at the FIU real estate program, where he's going to learn all about how to make money and then bring that back to his family. We're here talking about Alzheimer's research and his program that he's running. He's got a charity event that he's running. He's going to tell us all about it. Welcome back to the show, Evan Butters.
How you doing, Jim?
There you go. That's a good thing. Thank you, Wanda. We needed that break. Thank you. You're welcome here. Tell us about Biking for Men. It's November 17th at Markham Park. People in Dade County go, where is that?
So Markham Park is off State Road 84, just about as far west as you could go. Go west and then go further west, and you'll hit Markham Park.
Young man, I had to say that. I said it
Right.
twice, and I had to say it. Yeah. So, but that
Exactly.
means that people can get there easily because it's right up against the expressway.
Exactly.
So it's real easy to get to. And you're joining with the South Broward Wheelers, who are
They are a bicycle club in South Florida and the organizer of the event.
okay, great. And why are you organizing this event with them?
So I'm organizing this event in honor of my grandfather, Ben, who passed away last summer of Alzheimer's. He was an avid cycler who, up until he turned 85,
I
went
love
about
you. You're the best.
he went about 20 miles a day at 85 up A1A in Hallandale.
It's because he was proud of you.
Yeah, right. I wish.
I guarantee
I wish
you.
I could motivate someone like that.
Well, you're going to motivate me. Go out there and make it happen so I can capitalize your deals. I can't wait. Now, introduce your guest. Who's your guest?
Dr. Jeffrey Vance from the John P. Hussman Institute for Human Genomics.
I think it's John
University of
T.
Miami.
You keep saying P. It's T.
It's P.
Is it P?
Yeah, P.
Does it say T?
Oh, it's John T. McDonald Foundation. No, it's me. I just never read.
That's the department.
Yeah, I never go all the way. I just go halfway on these things. And I got the wrong. It's up speed. Right? Yeah, the Evelyn Woodhead Sped Red and Corset. No, it's the Evelyn Woodhead Sped Red and Corset. Anyway, that's an old Cheech and Chong bit, the Evelyn Woodhead Sped Red and Corset. Anyway, so Dr. Vance, you came here about 11 years ago with a boss at your household. How'd that work out?
That's worked out well. We now have the Hussman Institute. We have about 100 researchers, 20 faculty, and are actively doing a lot of research on Alzheimer's disease, as well as Parkinson's and autism and other disorders.
What's one of the things you found out by studying the human genome about Alzheimer's?
Well, it's interesting. Since we came down here, we've tried to focus research somewhat on Hispanics and African Americans.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
Hispanics.
Oh, that's right. So you were studying about the Hispanic part. Oh, tell me.
Yeah, so up to now, most of the research has been done on Caucasian, European,
Males.
Hispanic whites is the official term. Yeah, male.
I was going to throw that in there.
Never studied ladies.
Oh, okay.
We're an equal opportunity.
Equal opportunity studier, huh?
Yeah, and so we wanted to include the other group because as we do move to personalized medicine, we want to make sure that everyone can participate and be included in the results. And so one of the things we found in our studies with African Americans and Hispanics is we've been able to locate a protective region for ApoE4, which is the strongest genetic risk factor for Alzheimer's. If you have two ApoE4s, you pretty much are going to get Alzheimer's.
Is that a double allele?
A double allele, very good.
Like that, huh?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw another one at you in a second, blow your mind.
It's pretty amazing how you knew that.
I'm actually very good. You know, I know a lot of things. It's Freedom Business for a reason.
And by the way, your computer's not even on, so that was real knowledge.
Oh, that is real knowledge, bro.
Impressive.
So I'll tell you how I know. Come on, Wanda, give me a break. I don't digress. This is a great story. He's going to want to know. He wants to know how some layman knows double allele. It's because my wife needed a kidney transplant, and we brought somebody in that was a perfect match. But she was first generation Ghanaian, so she had been born in Africa. So do you know what she had? Double apple one, which meant she couldn't do it. See that? That's an indicator for high blood pressure, but it was really back in the day, it was supposed to stop them from getting waterborne diseases. And so I always wondered if that would prevent everybody that has that type of background from giving.
It's usually you have to be in a correct environment, right? It's an
Environmentally generated thing?
generated.
So it was because she was from there? Because they told me as you farther away from being in Africa, it gets less and less.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so that's really cool though. So that's a genetic test that you guys made, that you discovered,
Well,
right?
we're trying to identify the actual change that gives you protection. It turns out that Africans have a very low risk to develop Alzheimer's with the ApoE4, which is by far a very strong risk for Europeans and even much stronger for Asian backgrounds.
So then let me get this
So
straight.
we can figure that out. We could use it as a therapeutic target.
So they have the same general setup as everybody else, but
Yeah.
they don't get it. So you want to find out what the coding is around their
Yeah.
DNA
Yeah.
that stops it from activating this
Yeah,
thing.
the neighborhood is different for some, and something in that neighborhood is giving them a protection. So we're actively working to try to identify that. And that's come out of the focusing on the Hispanic population.
And this is the kind of thing, that the donations go for, because you get funding from the National Institute of Health or whatever, but this extra money that people like Evan raise for you, that's how we're getting these solutions.
Oh yeah, it's a big help. It really is.
He couldn't hear you because he's not playing by the rules. Can you hear her?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Alzheimer's
you know,
is a dementia.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm talking technically over here. Please keep on going with that. We have a radio show we're doing here. This is just a sidecar.
Yeah, Alzheimer's is the most common form of dementia, but there are a lot of dementias. There's a Lewy body dementia, vascular dementia due to having vascular problems, just like cardiovascular disease.
Well, my wife, when she was going through dialysis, she lost a little bit of her acuity because of the medication. Medication's another reason that people have an issue, right?
Medications can usually cause not necessarily long-term dementia, but confusion. Yeah,
But it could be
trouble.
misinterpreted or something like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So what is the super duper thing that you're trying to really target in on right now? You gotta be like something that's like the golden ticket for you.
Well, this protective factor for ApoE4 is really one of the big elements. Also, we've identified specific changes. We've actually identified additional risk factors in Africans and Hispanics that aren't seen in non-Hispanic whites. So we're working on those too. Yeah, but the whole idea is to develop therapeutics. And nowadays we can actually take people's blood and turn it back into stem cells and then make neurons in different parts of your brain to actually study. So it's a
Wait a minute, you can recreate part of my brains from my blood?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
This is what I saw when I toured. I was so impressed.
Wow.
Yeah, inducible pluripotent stem cells. So we have a lot of expertise at that, and so it's a lot.
So these are adult stem cells. You don't have to do this like
no embryonic
freaky
stem
out
cells,
thing
no.
anymore.
Basically, you take blood and you strip it down from the programming that the body gave it to make it into blood, and take those cells and then can turn them into bone or brain.
Anything turns into anything, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
This is very exciting.
And then you can use those to model. So, instead of having to use a rat brain, which is, you might guess, rats and mice, the big difference between them and us is their brain.
It depends if you're looking at people in Washington or not. I had.
That's a fair point.
We're
It's a
not
very-
very political here.
Very fair point.
We don't do politics, but that was just hanging over the plate. It was a slider. I
I
couldn't.
did give it out to you.
I really appreciated that.
Yeah.
Appreciated that.
No, it's really exciting stuff, and that's where we can use CRISPR, as I know you know about.
I love watching that stuff about Christmas.
Yeah, CRISPR, which is a method to make an actual single base pair change or knock out a small area of a gene, and we can actually make those changes in these cells and see what happens. And they're actually the human cells. So and they have your genetic background. So
we're gonna have to do a whole show on this. Evan just brought you in to scratch the surface. We're kind of running out of time, and right now I want to make it all about Evan again.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Isn't it always though? It's always about me.
It is always about you,
That's
but
right.
that's because you're under 40. I don't use that word. So first of all, I want to give a shout out to Malcolm. I want to give a shout out to Kat.
I did.
There you go. So now, Malcolm, tell us one more thing about Biking for Ben. And first of all, I want to say God bless you. Everybody should only have a son like you and a grandson like you. You are such a blessing.
Well, I know Viv's listening in, so if anyone was hoping to adopt me, Viv's already taken that right.
Yeah, he is. He's coming to our house and making my wife dinner. The kid's amazing.
I get at least a text once a week.
We love you. We really do. And I want to, first of all, really want to thank you and your whole family for supporting us emotionally and in every way while they've been going through this kidney transplant. You, Catherine, Malcolm, Beautiful human beings.
Oh my God, of course, Jim, we love you.
Thank you
That's
so
what
much.
family's for.
Thank you so much.
So,
So let's talk about your thing. We've got like a few seconds left.
okay, so Biking for Ben, November 17th, Markham Park. Find us at www.bikingforben.com. There you'll find links to both the donation page on the John P. Hussman Institute, as well as a link to the Eventbrite page where you can register and ride. The Eventbrite will be live starting next week, so definitely make sure to check back in with that. But in the meantime, go to the website and check out a little bit about us. Reach out to me if you have any questions, and I'm happy to speak to anyone, answer any questions you may have.
Well, that's beautiful. You'll be on again before this is all going to go down. We're going to have a remote. I got to go down there with all these Hussman people. You line up your geniuses. We talk to them one at a time. I can't wait for that. And riding, I can't ride, but I'll be in the support team and everything else like that. But the number one thing is that you're taking action. It's a beautiful thing what you're doing.
Well, I'll let the Jersey Mike's people know that you'll be at the stand and bring a couple extra subs for you, just in case some quote unquote disappear.
Yeah, there you go. You know me well. You know me well. So I'm looking forward. We're going to get involved. We're going to do this. And an easy thing for people to know is if you want to get involved, you want to donate, there's a link on the Freedom Business page, freedombusiness.com. We have a link up there on Bike for Ben. You click on the bike and it'll take you to where you need to go and what you do, because we need to get more money to the human genome people so they can continue to find immunotherapy solutions.
There you go.
High five to me for saying that. Wanda, there you go. Wanda was ready that time. All right, well, we'll be back after this. We're in over a little bit, but we'll be back after this. We're going to talk about why people are buying grocery anchored retail centers today. We've got one of my good friends. He's in a family office up in Denver. So it's not even a local person. We're going to talk a national view on this. It's a real interesting thing. I got a lot of people wanting to know what's going on, and we're going to talk about it right after this. Wanda, it's all yours.
That was great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you,
You
Jim.
can stay. You don't have to leave. You can stay. I don't care. I mean, we love having you guys.
Grocery anchored retail.
I'll start listening though. It's fun.
Wanda likes Elvis.
It is,
You're always on at 6?
Yeah, 6 to 7.
who's killing it is the Horvath and Tremblay guys with that kind of retail.
Hold on a second, because I'm not listening yet. Okay, just stick there. All right, we're talking real estate with Malcolm. Look at this. I'm already calling you your father. You look, you're handsome back. With Evan and here with Dr. Vance, we were talking about all kinds of great stuff. They got me sidelined, but we're going to do more about the human genome. We're going to do more about biking for Ben. We're going to just do great, and then we're going to talk about real estate and retail right after this. But now I'm going to warn everybody. I'm going to be in Gainesville next week. I'm going to go to that Audi store in Gainesville. You go, who's got an Audi store in Gainesville? Warren Henry does. That's right. When you're looking to buy or lease a car, you want to get every advantage that you can. And that's why you have to check out Warren Henry, Land Rover, Range Rover, Infiniti, and Jaguar. You heard about Audi in Gainesville. And in Key West, they've got all kinds of great cars. I'm going to see them this week at Supercar Saturday at the Lamborghini Broward store up on State Road 84 and I-75. Well, what do all these cars have in common? Well, they're all exceptional cars. They all come with the Warren Henry Advantage. That means complimentary dent repair, key replacement, first service, red cap service, and a personal assistant that you can call for anything, anytime for 4 years. My mom drives that person crazy. That's right. My mom has one, my wife has one, and I have one too. You should all join us. We're all members of the Warren Henry family, and you should be too. Always the best price, always the best service, always Warren Henry. They don't sell Austin Martin. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
He'll tell you the
Well,
backstory. Right. Vivian loves you. You make her so proud.
Love you, Viv.
Thank you so much.
Oh, I really enjoy it.
You're a great sport. I can't wait to get
your wife on and have it go back and forth. Oh, great.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Just
I
like
love
work.
it.
Yeah, just like work.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're definitely two people. So, but this is great, fantastic for us, and I enjoy it.
If you're going to walk out, now's the time, because then I'm going to go live, which I can talk through all that. I don't mind. Great.
Yeah, I don't think you want
I can see it.
my input on real estate.
All right,
Right
Doug.
now. Yeah.
Thanks for everything. We'll
Thank
call you
you.
later.
Shit, I forgot the guy's name.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's the best.
Yeah. You know, it's amazing. Look how good that picture looks on YouTube. That's just amazing. I gotta find a way that I'm gonna advertise that stuff to get more people. Beth Azor has 200 subscribers on YouTube.
200, that's nothing.
All right, we're back and we're talking about real estate. You go, why would we talk about real estate with Jim Fried? Well, take a look at the Miami Herald this week and they'll tell you, or just about any other paper, where they're writing about the deal to sell Wynwood Yard. If you own urban land or you're looking to buy urban land, give me a call at 305-773-6300. Need capital for your real estate deal? I can help with that too. Just helped a guy with a private loan. We closed in 2 weeks over the 4th of July weekend. 305-773-6300. Need a little advice on how to get your problematic real estate project closed? I can help with that too. 305-773-6300. Why? Because when you call me, it's all about you. All right, we're on, and we went to the ICSC, the International Council of Shopping Centers event last week. Learned all about the retail industry here in Florida. Now I've got my good friend Todd Laurie. He's based up in Denver, Colorado, and we're going to talk about the overall retail business. He's with one of the family offices. He's buying grocery anchored shopping centers. Everybody tells me that business is dead. Todd tells me it's not. Todd, how you doing? Oh, it's my absolute pleasure. Listen, Todd, before we get started, tell people a little bit about you and your firm so they get a feel for where you're coming from. So you made a real point of emphasizing everyday goods and services. Now, down here in South Florida, we've had people build what I call pro forma shopping centers back in the 70s and 80s, where they built like 200,000, 300,000 square feet. They built a grocery store and a bunch of what I call pro forma space. Who used to go in there? The Hallmark store used to go in there. All kinds of different retailers that are no longer with us used to go in there. So if you're buying grocery anchored centers, what is the perspective that you're using? What type of a retail center would you look for? What would your criteria be? Or do you just buy anything? So then let me ask you this. If you don't need a grocery store, some of the centers that I'm seeing are anchored by tech colleges, good credit gyms, and soft good marketers that sell clothes to people that maybe get paid in cash. So then let's just get straight to it. So now you go out, you find one of these deals, you got to bring it to a financing. You're buying these all cash? No, you're using leverage, right? Okay. Yeah, it sounds to me like that's the way to go sometimes, but the fact that you had the all cash ability and was it discretionary funds? Listen to me asking all the questions. If it was discretionary, that allowed you to move fast, which meant you could get good deals, right? Yes. Yeah, that was going to be one of my questions, but you might as well follow all the way through. Which office at Key Bank and who's your guy or lady? Wow. Well, it sounds like he gives you great service. So high five to Josh for that. So let's go back to it then, Todd. So now let's say that you found one of these deals. You've got Key Bank is there for you. You guys are bringing the equity. You're going to close. What's one of the big due diligence points that you look for on one of these deals? Let me tell you, one of the things that I find about that is that you're interviewing your customers. Because when you buy that shopping center, the people that you have to create a good environment for are not only the people that come to those tenants, but the tenants themselves. With a bunch of bad tenants doing bad business, you're not going to get anybody coming to that center. Fair enough. Well, that's a real value add strategies we like to say in the business. Hey, Todd, we got to go to a break. Can you hang out and do another segment? This is good stuff. Oh, it's my absolute pleasure. We're going to do some magic. We're going to come back with Todd. I want to ask him what the changes in retail, Amazon, all that other stuff. We talked a little bit about it before, but maybe there's some certain centers that are better positioned to look a little better, take advantage or to be disadvantaged by that. So, Todd, I gave you a little soft warm up, and we'll be right back with some more Todd Laurie and what's up with the retail sector in real estate today. Wanda. So I have a guy, he's got it under control, but he needs the equity and he needs a signature. I'm talking to the kid. He needs the equity and he needs the signature. It's in Boynton Beach. It's a $45 million center. I'm getting the information on Saturday. Doesn't mean we're going to do it. It just means we're going to look at it, bro. All right, everybody, we're back. Want to put the on-air sign on, and that means I'm on air. When I'm on air, I'm absolutely electric. Is that not right, Evan? Evan knows it's true.
Very true.
It's very true. He leaned it, but his mic was off. Make him live. It's on. I'm talking. Talk, Evan.
Very true.
Thank you,
Are kidding
Evan.
me?
Thank
My
you.
God, this whole room, it's electricity like crazy.
I love you. It's dripping off of you, obviously. All the high-powered energy. You're so good. I love you, man. Hey, when you're looking to buy or lease a car, you want to get every advantage you can. That's why you have to check out Warren Henry Land Rover, Ranger, Infiniti, and Jaguar. They got an Audi store in Gainesville, which I am going to see finally next week. I can't wait when I'm up in Gainesville doing my live show. We'll be in Key West sometime soon, and we're going to see the store in Key West too. Of course, Evan, I've got to get you and your dad out one day to Supercar Saturday, which is, by the way, this Saturday, and I will be there. What do all those nameplates and stores have in common? Well, they all come with the Warren Henry Advantage. That means complimentary dent repair, key replacement, first service, red cap service, and a personal assistant that you can call for anything, anytime for 4 years. As you know by now, my mom just drives that person crazy. So join me, my mom, and my beautiful, lovely wife, Vivian. We're all members of the Warren Henry family. You should be too. Always the best price, always the best service, always Warren Henry. No, shopping centers aren't dead, Russ. You know that. He just said, do we look like we want what's good for us? She's a genius, this lady. A genius. I love her.
You do this full time.
Huh?
You do this full time. It's calling.
Who says I'm not gone? They're already asking. We're talking about doing it in the morning from 7 to 10 on the morning show.
Yeah, it's prime time.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. And then I'd still be able to go out and do all my business. I could do this from all the events. Everybody has fun. Look, it's fun. It's fun. Everybody wants to be part of fun.
For Chris McCone getting you in for headphones.
That's right. And if you need the future of real estate capital, give me a call at 305-773-6300. People go, Jim, what do? Who are you? I go, I'm Jim Fried, and I'm a real estate business person. What do? I help families get their first mortgages on their fancy real estate deals, and I help them get their first mortgages on their beautiful luxury homes. So you give me a call at 305-773-6300. Maybe I can help you. Maybe you've got a complex real estate deal. Maybe you've been sitting on that land, perfecting the land use approvals, and now it's time to sell, but you'd rather JV. You go, Jim, how can I know who to JV with? I'll go, we'll take you on some dates. If you give me a call at 305-773-6300, you get me, Jim Fried. And what does that mean? That means when you call me, it's all about you. Oh, Wanda, that was awesome. You're getting all these off of there. You are the YouTube lady. I like things that are pithy and fun too. People don't listen to this just to get bored. They listen to this to have fun, and then the information comes. So Todd, you better be ready to have some fun. We're with Todd Lurie. He's with Baseline Investments. He helps them capitalize their deals, and he leads their teams that look for the secret hidden values in the deals that help them close. Hey, Todd, thanks for coming back on the show with us. No, it's my pleasure. Now I want to give a shout out to DJ Van Kuren, who's the guy that introduced us. High five, DJ. There you go. There you go. Wanda, you didn't get him getting the high five. You just got me to. She's only focused on me. So Todd, yeah, I know that. Todd, how did you guys decide that you wanted to be in the grocery anchored retail space, and that's what your focus was, not regional malls, stuff like that? So it's a conscious decision to stay in the grocery anchored space It's completely different from the enclosed mall, super regional mall, stuff like that. Different tenants, different approach entirely. Now, what is the risk profile that you seek when you're buying these deals out? You know, in the past, the industry has parsed the different sizes of the centers. They call them community centers, neighborhood centers. I like both of those names, but I like them for what they represent and connote. Because as urban areas get more congested, as people want to travel less and less, what's going to start happening is these will be the gathering places. These will be the places where communities come together. It will be the neighborhood center. It will be the community's center. And to me, that's the challenge for people that are buying these now, is to create that. And if you're going in and trying to create an integrated community where all of the tenants pull together, that's the golden ticket. Todd, I'm running out of time. When are you going to come to Florida? I've got a deal for us. I know you will, because they all happen around Art Basel, and I live in the neighborhood they have them. We've got to get together, Todd. Listen, thank you so much for being on the show. When you're in Miami, maybe we'll even get you live in the studio. There you go. Well, put that down, and as soon as you're making your travel plans, make sure you call me and tell me what days you're here. We'll do it again, and we'll even get DJ, because I'm sure he'll be here for the same conference. I got to run now. There you go. See, she just told me I got to run. So listen, thank you so much, Todd, for being on. Good luck to Baseline. Come to Florida. Let's do some deals. Okay, take care. Enjoy that. Hopefully you're going to get some better weather than us. It's been hot and sticky here. All right. So there you go. We've had biking for Ben with my good friend, the Butters family, and Husband Institute. Boy, that guy is smart. We had real estate retail with Todd Lurie. That guy's smart too, just in a different way. He's discovered the retail genome, I think. All right, Wanda, we had a great time today. You brought in some great special bits. Well done to you. I really enjoyed it. I love Polo. Polo keeps it calm in here when we get a little bit over the edge. That's okay. Polo keeps us calm. It's a true service.
So, in a true way. Of course, Vivian Friedman's listening and giving us positive energy through the airwaves. I want to make sure I thank my
friend Evan Butters. Evan, did you have a good time today?
Of course, Jim. Always a great time. Thank you so much. And shout out to my mom, Viv Fried. Love you.
There she is. There she goes. I gave Viv, I turned it around just so she could see Evan. And Evan, you're the best. You're such a clean cut, shiny penny. I love you. Love everything about you except that red A on your shirt. Hey, everybody. I love you. I know you do. And that's okay. I don't mind. I don't care who you cheer for as long as you cheer loud. Hey, I want to thank our sponsors, Warren Henry Automotive, the NFL Alumni Association, Real Connects, the Bergstrom Center for Real Estate Studies, where I will be broadcasting live from next week. The Turkel Brands. And of course, I want to thank you, our listeners. Without you, I just wouldn't have a show. Also, my good friend DJ Van Kuren, he's the best. He's the one who delivered us Todd Lurie, the retail guy today. Please go to our Facebook page, like our show, tell your friends, vote for Nikki Fried, join our community, give us feedback, comments, tell us who you want to hear from. Tweet at Jim Fried at Fried on Business, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Website keeps on getting hits. As soon as Robert Pitts gets it up, it'll be up on www.friedonbusiness.com. This is Jim Fried for Fried on Business. Look for us on 8 a.m. next Thursday at 6, where I'll be broadcasting live from the University of Florida Center for Real Estate Studies, and Larry Zinn will be on with me too. Be on Thursday at 6. Why? Because I just love doing this. Hey, remember everybody, the person who wants to do something finds a way. The other finds the excuse. Now go out there and make it happen. Wanda, rock the music. It's the best part. Put that on.
I know, I heard that.
Oh, yeah. So you saw the radio show,
That's cool.
and your guy loved it. He
That's
loved
the
it.
best.
He loved it.
Him and his wife are like literally geniuses.
No, I know that. When I
They're,
realized,
like,
when he
unbelievable.
walked in and I saw who it was, because they didn't put, I was thinking it was him. And then I asked him point blank. And when I found out that he was the seminal one that came in with all the rest of them, the guy changed the world single-handedly.
They're doing some amazing research.
Well,
And it's
I know
great.
that.
It's great that they factor in the Hispanic and African American populations. It's important, you know.
No one studies them.
I know.
Everybody that gives money is a Trump supporter.
I know, but that's so important.
It's
And
very
so,
important.
It's such
What you're
amazing
doing,
work.
what you're doing is amazing. And see, so anyway, so I'm meeting on Saturday with the family. The family is in retail. They're young people. They have a great history family-wise. They don't have the signature, I don't think, and they don't have the equity. And so I want to